Hi everybody! Just a short reminder in case you won't remember my voice, and that is very likely. I am Miriam. My name is Miriam. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Italy. I sent like a month ago my record to Luke because I wanted to participate to Whisper Lab Why I Should Be on Link's English podcast. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I wasn't chosen between the 16th best recording, but here I am. I'm trying to record my voice because I think that my story, as well as all the other stories, are worthy to listen to, and here I am. Actually, I can't even believe I'm doing this right now because normally I'm a shy person and I get out very rarely from my comfort zone, so it is pretty strange for me, but I'm trying. I don't even know if you will listen to this audio. I don't know actually how I will do this. I am not so keen on technology or computers, so I don't really know if I will succeed in realizing all these technological things. But then, alright, I'll just speak and I'll try to do my best. Last year I went to Cambridge with all my classmates for 1 week on a school trip. You know that Cambridge is situated in the United Kingdom, in England, not far from London, and it is a beautiful city. It is known for its universities, for its colleges. In fact, I don't know if you have ever listened to, but it is commonly known that the Oxbridge universities are the best in the world. Oxbridge because it is Oxford and Cambridge. Anyway, we stayed in Cambridge 1 week and I think it has been the best week in all my life. I had so much fun with my friends. I visited loads of museums in London as well because we visited London as well, such as Tate Modern, a museum of modern art, the National Gallery, the Science Museum, and we saw as well an incredible musical in London, Mamma Mia, and it was awesome. I was very happy. I think that this week has been the happiest week of all my life. Anyway, I wanted to tell you my door story because I made my host mom angry because of the door and other things. I exchanged as well a poor little and harmless woman for a pickpocket, and I should be ashamed of my behavior, but then I will tell you. I know that you are curious and I will tell you. So we stayed in a little house with our host mom and her daughter. I don't know if I can say the name of my host mom, but I will. Her name was Siloane, and she was the loveliest, kindest woman that I ever met. Actually, she was very gentle and kind to us, very gentle, and I'm so affectionate. I got fond, yeah, I got fond of her, and it's a pity that I couldn't see her anymore because we live very far. But probably a day we will see us again. Well, yeah, we stayed in this little house. It was pretty far, however, to the school we attended, because in the morning we attended a school for learners of English in Cambridge. This school's name was Select English, and it was a very good school for learners of English. So if you're in Cambridge or if you have to stay there, just visit Select English because it is very good. Anyway, our school was, I think, 40 minutes on foot to our house. However, the first day we decided that we would have taken the bus in order to go to school. But we didn't realize that buses in England are very slow. So I think that we spend every morning 1 hour and a half to go to school. Meanwhile, we could have gone to school in 40 minutes by foot. But anyway, also going to school with a bus has been an awesome experience. And so we spent all our time before going to school on the bus. Well, Since we spent so much time on the bus, we had to get up very early in the morning, and we didn't want to make too much noise, and we didn't want to disturb our host mom who was still sleeping. And so the first day, I think, yeah, the first day, our host mom taught us how to close the door because it was pretty difficult actually. Here in Italy, we have common doors. I don't know how to explain that, but they do not they are not so complicated, so complicated as the doors in England. It was very difficult because you had to turn this 2 times, pull that, turn this, hit the door because it doesn't work, and so it was so complicated. She just repeat this. She repeated this process several times. I think the first time she did it very fast, and I couldn't understand anything. So I asked her if she could please repeat it, and she did it twice. She did it twice, and I just couldn't understand. It was too difficult to memorize, too difficult to repeat. But I couldn't just ask her to do a third time because then I would have seemed too stupid. And so I hoped that my two friends had understood it. So we thanked her and we went to bed because it was late. And so the following day we got up very early because we had to catch the bus. And I asked to one of my friends who was the most practical one because I'm very good in learning. I'm very good in memorizing things, in grammar, in memorizing vocabulary. But sometimes I'm less good in practical things like building things or repeating with my hands things. And I asked to my friends, the most practical one, if she could close this door. And she said, yeah, no problem. And so I was like tranquil because I trusted her. That morning, besides, it was absolutely raining. The rain was pouring. It was raining cats and dogs. I don't know. And so we had to take also our umbrellas. It was pretty difficult, pretty complicated that morning. Also because in Cambridge in October it is colder than here in Italy in October, and so I was like wearing clothes. I was wearing my scarf. I'm I'm very sensitive to the cold actually, and so I didn't want to get ill. Anyway, I asked my friends to close the door, and I began my way to the bus station because our bus station was like 5 minutes far from our house, so it was not so close. After like 2 seconds, she reached me and she said that it was alright, that I had this relief inside me. And so we went on. We spent our incredible day. I can't remember if in Cambridge or in London, but it was incredible, surely. In Cambridge, for example, we visited the St. James College, the King's College. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the punting because of the bad weather. I don't know if you know what punting is, but it is like a tour on the River Cam, the River of Cambridge, of course. And actually, it is an activity for posh people. But then, if you're a tourist, you can absolutely visit Cambridge and take part of this experience. In fact, I wanted to do it, but then unfortunately the weather wasn't good, and so we preferred to go to Harrods and buy a few things there. So as I was saying, we spent our incredible day in Cambridge or in London, I can't remember now. And then we came back home. I think it was around 7 in the afternoon, 7 p.m. or so, or about this time. And we came home. and our host mom was there waiting for us. She asked as always how our day was gone, if we had a great time. She was very lovely, as I said, um, very caring, very polite, and she asked always about our day. But then I felt that it was something strange in her voice. She was like nervous, I don't know. But I think she was too lovely to English to say to us which problem she had. But after I think 5 or 10 minutes, she just couldn't hold it, and she said to us that she was pretty angry with us because when she got up, and I think it was like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half after we went out, she found the door completely open, completely open, and so the room was like freezing cold. And since it was raining, as I said, it was pouring with rain, the drops of the rain came inside the house, and so it was completely freezing and wet. It was so freezing that she got up, wondering what was happened or where this cold came from, and then she discovered that the door was completely opened, and it was so embarrassing. It was very, very awkward. I think that I blushed completely. I was so sorry, I just didn't know how to apologize, and I felt so guilty for the rest of the week because she was so kind with us. She bought us as well fish and chips, and it was very good. And then we thanked her this way. I was pretty angry as well with my friend because she said that she had closed the door very well, and she hadn't eventually. So, but at the end, I think that Silo in our host mom forgave us. I think so. And this is my first adventure. I hope I haven't disappointed Luke because with my story, I think that I made you curious in my record, and I hope I hadn't disappointed you. But then here I tell you the second story, the one in which I exchanged the poor woman with a pickpocket.